Greetings, hello and welcome to the show. And once again, we have webcam problems. I don't know why this keeps happening, but it keeps happening all the time. It's also not that it's not working, because it is working. It is working, just not on the screen where I want it to work. I guess I have to work and live with that. Anyway, it's time for a nice omelette du fromage. Let's jump right into a nice game. That was played yesterday, I believe. And see if my screen switcher works for once. Of course not. In the top left, bottom left, no, top left, in the top left, we have all inspirations, Perch, the sender in of this replay. And in the bottom right, we have Ne du Vide, which is, I believe, Tech 4 of racing as a Terran. Pretty sure that is the case. And the map is Port Alexander. I believe this is from a Thunderdome that the two guys played yesterday, probably. I'm not sure. They played it on the dome. I haven't gotten around. I haven't gotten around to watch it yet. I've been very busy. But let's see what this game does. I'm actually glad I haven't watched this game yet, so I'm going to be surprised by whatever happens. SCV going for a scout, and the probe doing the same thing. They're gonna meet up shortly, have a little shake of hands, hi there, and just move across, keep on moving. Nothing out of the ordinary yet here for our two all inspiration players. A bit of a weird wall here for a Ne du Vide. But the probe is being sneaky. The probe has not scouted the enemy base, so Tech 4 is of course gonna notice that no probe is coming here, and also I believe there's a hole in the wall, if I'm correct. Pretty sure I saw this SCV going around the corner there. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. The SCV here for Tech managed to get off a nice scout, and we have a pylon going down for Perch at the third base location here for Tech. Factory being followed up here, and the Reaper is on the way for our Terran buddy. Let's see if it's gonna be a proxy Stargate. I would guess so. And it's gonna be a proxy Robo. Okay. That works too. I mean, okay, he walls off with the add-on here, so that's why there was a hole left. I guess that works. Call me Wall King. Yeah. Wall King has made a very nice 4-building wall here, as you can see, Terrans. This is how you not do it. But I guess versus Protoss it's not too bad. I mean, yeah, King of Thrash, maybe some trash talk going on here. And Reaper is finding some damage here. Didn't get a kill, Stalker's gonna shoo him away, but then not gonna be able to pursue because the Reaper of course can jetpack up and down walls. We have an early Immortal going up here, Gateway also being made here of course to be able to have fast warpins. So looks like we're gonna have an all-in on our hands here from Perch. Perch of course is Grandmaster Protoss, if I remember correctly. At least he has been Grandmaster before. And tech is usually a Zerg, so let's see what he prepared for Terran here, going into starport. So 1-1-1 build, followed by another Rex for tech. Of course, tech hasn't scouted the proxy base yet here by Protoss. And 2 Immortals are going to be out shortly, and that's quite an army of Immortals. Tech's gonna go for Cyclones, but Cyclones aren't the best unit to deal with Immortals, to be honest. It's probably gonna be quite the hard thing to pull off here. Stalker also joined in now. The Reaper went and poked in, and of course knows that there's no expansion, so there's an all-in coming. And Tech Force should be really doing lots of units now. I don't see Tech Force holding this at all. There's Tech Force has 1 Reaper, and I think he's just gonna get destroyed here by Purge. And that is probably gonna be it. Don't see Tech coming back from this. Nope. There we go. Well, that was let's say uneventful. Okay, well, it was a cheesy game. Can't complain there. And next up we have All Inspirations Ballad sending us game 2 from ladder, as it looks like here. And yes, I have a hotkey problem, I know. I don't care though, so leave me the fuck alone, StarCraft, okay? Top left, the blue Terran, it's sweep trick. A play of words with the cheap trick, it's a sweep trick. And in the bottom right, our hero, the senderin of this cheese. It's All Inspirations' very own ballad, the red Terran. This map is so huge, says Sweep Trick. Well, he's not wrong. As one of the new maps here. This game has been played on a new patch. Doesn't look too much out of the ordinary. There's some boxes lying around, and other than that I haven't really gotten the chance to really play on this map yet, but it looks pretty standard to me. And let's see how Ballad Wall's in here. We just had yeah, Arcan Knight, you're not wrong there. Especially if you don't see it coming, then it's really strong. Like most cheeses are. Well, let's see how Ballad does the wall in here. I mean, Tech 4 is not going to be famous for his wall there. And Sweep Trick doesn't wall at all, because why would you wall in TVT? Why at all wall? Because Marines can shoot your wall, and you can shoot the Marines, so... not the best thing to do. 1 gas has Sweet Trick, 2 gas has a Ballad here. So I would suggest Ballad going for a cheese here. Of course, our All Inspiration guy is always trying to get cast on Omlette du Fromage. So when they cheese, they normally send to the replays. So most of the time it's All Inspiration cheesing here. Kind of goes with the name too. I mean, why not cheese? And hiding it well, since it's not a proxy Rex, it's gonna be hard to be scouted. Oblivious is Sweep Trick. Building depots in weird positions though, so he can see incoming drops before they land. It gets him a couple of seconds more for reaction time. And it's gonna be a proxy factory. Alright. See what he goes to do with the factory. Nothing so far. He's adding on an armory, so we might see Thors. And the starport. Okay, and the tech lab. Okay. So Thor drops then. Reaper going in. Gets deterred immediately by 2 Marines. 2 more pop out of the Rector. Of the Rector fags. A piece of apple. I just found a piece of apple. That's nice. Alright. Sweep Trick here going for the expansion. Of course, going for an expansion, not the best strategy if you're being Thor rushed. I would say. I mean, I'm not a Terran. What do I know? But Probably units would be good to have, although, to be fair, he already has 6 Marines. I wonder if a Thor can one-shot Marines. Guess we'll see. Also, Ballad here shouldn't get supply blocked if you try to rush. That's always a bad idea. But I guess Ballad here underestimating how much supply the Thor costs. I believe it's 8. No, that seems to be a lot. 6 maybe? I don't know. Lots of supply. And taking his expansion here is Sweep Trick. Taking out the Reaper as well. And not spotting his opponent's proxy. Sweep Trick a bit unlucky there. And the Medivac is out, the Thor will be out shortly, and then we should see some nice action going on here. There we go, loading up the big bad Thor, trying to sneak in, but there's a depot there, so time for Sweep Trick to react. Sweep Trick brings his army in immediately, and the Medivac is kind of trapped there now. Marines are very good versus Medivacs, one must say. Part of that problem is the Medivacs can't shoot back, really. And, yeah, still getting some damage done at least. Of course, Battle is far behind, so he really needs to destroy Sweep Trick here. Finds a nice position there. Oh, the drop micro here from Sweep Trick, trying to drop Ballad's Thor drop. Drop the drop from the Thor drop. And repairing the first Thor and going in with the second Thor. I like it. Marines are ready though. So this is not gonna... though he picks off another Marine there. Evening out on workers is Ballad now. So he might even macro out of this yet. But hasn't really found any damage so far. Marines are getting picked off, of course. One double shot will take them out. And but what we really want to do is kill workers and maybe even camp the production, because once you can camp the production, Thor will kill everything that comes out of there before it can kill the Thor. But once the Terran has some Marines ready there, it's gonna be hard. Trying to shoot the Medivacs now with the Thor. Building a tank, I like it. Is he actually having... Oh, he's actually double Thor dropping. What a beast. Jeez. Oh yeah, that's gonna do a lot of damage. The Marines are running down. Meanwhile, there's another drop up there. Finally finding some damage, trying to kill the tank. Can he get the tank? Yes! The tank dies. And down here... Oh my god, the control from Ballad here. I'm really impressed. I mean, I am Plat and I probably can manage one of these Thors. Getting taken out there, okay. I guess I jinxed it now. Damn it. And the other Thor getting taken out as well. That's of course very bad. But up 2 workers now is Ballad. And up 27 to 15 army supply wise. 2 Marines remain. And 6 more have been made meanwhile. So still quite a nice army. And Mariners are being made at home for Ballad as well. Finally making his expansion as well now. Of course, Ballad here still on 1 base, which is not a good thing to be versus a 2 base Terran. Let's see if the distraction in the beginning was enough to make Sweep Trick die here mid-game. Currently Sweep Trick's up a nice little worker lead. And looks... Oh, he's not given up yet. There's 2 tanks out now, so it's kind of hard. Once they sieged up, they do a lot of damage. Can he get the Medivacs? Can he get the Thors? Okay, probably can't. Yeah, the Thor should be able to take out the tank, even dropping right next to the tank. And Thor takes out the tank. I don't like it here. Sweep Trick throwing away his unit into this cheese. And yeah, Ballad should really keep the pressure on. There's not much left here. Still 2 tanks, okay. Well, I guess Sweep Trick's macro is really on point here behind this. Not sleeping like I do and not doing anything else. He's really trying to stay on top of things. Meanwhile, actually, 3rd base is ready for Ballad now, okay. Ah, taking off another tank there. Nice pickoff for Ballad. And of course what he does is he keeps the Terran at his base, meanwhile building up Mariners at home and expansions and upgrade buildings. Still behind SCV wise though, but he's gonna be on 3 base shortly, so he's gonna be up a base. He might be able to catch up in the eco department here. It looks like Ballad finally decides to go home, but the Thor is still active. If he can, of course, take out this expansion, it's going to be huge. But he will be able to take out some of the SCVs here from his opponent, which is also very nice. And he almost manages to equal up in the... Oh, this is actually huge. He almost manages to equal up the worker supply here. That Thor is dead. But I guess he did his job. And we have a huge flock of Marines and tanks here, still up a bit in army supply here as Ballad. Of course he dumped a lot of resources into that Thor drop. But it did its job, so... He's gonna need Stim though, if he doesn't have it yet. I never remember how to check the upgrades in this new thing here. Nope, can't do it, sorry. I don't remember. Oh well. But it's gonna be enough to hold the push if the siege tanks are set up. Although Sweep Trick has Vikings. For those of you unfamiliar with TVT, Vikings are used to spot the army of your opponent, so your siege tanks can fire upon them. And if you don't have Vikings, of course, your medevacs can't spot what the army is doing. But Sweep Trick here is undecided. He saw a lot of Marines, so he doesn't want to commit too hard. And he doesn't have a tank advantage either. So Ballad's good for now. Still going strong. Keeping on top of the supply here. Still pretty even when we look at the game. Of course, these Marines already have combat shield. But we have a bunch of upgrades coming in for Ballad now as well. Does he have combat shields yet? No. But he's getting Stim now and vehicle weapons as well as Mariner weapons and armor. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Taking his third now, Sweep Trick. Taking his third now is Ballad. So game has equaled up pretty nicely, which is always nice. If it's a cheese game and it's equaling up, that means the players do respect each other. The cheese might or might not have been successful. Sometimes even when it's a successful cheese, you don't kill the player outright, but you go into the mid game with maybe a bit of advantage. Or at least not a disadvantage, which Ballad managed to do nicely here. He's even pulling ahead now in workers, still keeping up the worker production nicely here, while now roaming around the map a bit to see what's going on. Sensor towers have been made, so Terran can't really be surprised in that instance. It's quite a nice army that Sweep Trick there has. I really like the addition of the Viking as a spotter unit, and it looks like the units are gonna pass each other by here in the middle of the map, and looks like Sweep Trick's gonna be at his opponent's base first. And the tank here is unsieged, will of course be taken out immediately, evacuating his base. But guess what? Ballad's almost, if he can make it up the ramp, he should be in a super spot, because then he can take out the production. And looks like Sweep Trick's a bit undecisive here. Oh god, it's gonna be a base race. Looks like Ballad is doing great though. He has 2 armies on the march here, taking out everything, while Sweep Trick's still staying at one spot here. Siege the tank, for fuck's sake, Ballad, no! Oh god. Well, I mean, the advantage, where are the Vikings? Vikings have died, well that's just great. Why are you not shooting? Did you F2 your army? No, Ballad. Ballad, what are you doing? Ballad. No, Ballad, kill everything. Ballad, you need to kill everything. Kill, 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 kill. He has one building floating over there. I do not... This is the last building that can float away. Okay, there's 2 buildings now, 3. Kill... Yeah, there's no way he can save these buildings. Yep, that's the last floating building. And since there is no Vikings, I would say Ballad wins the game here. He has like, what, 5 buildings more to kill? I don't know why Sweep Trick now pulled back. Maybe he realized that there was a floating building. But once these buildings are done, so is Sweep Trick. And Ballad takes the win here with a base trade. Nice. Nice. Even as a Terran, never base trade a Terran. Unless you're Terran, then it might work. So, it doesn't make any sense, but still good. Next one is from good old Blisk. Blisk sent in loads of replays. Which you should do as well, because if you don't, I can't make another episode next week. Which would be sad. So sad. Next game. It's the Zerg. It's Giant. In the top left and the bottom left in blue. Versus our boy. It's Cranky's Blisk. Top right. Protoss. Red. On the old replay overlay. Arcanite. Which one was yours? What's your alias that you sent your game with, Arcanite? I probably will cast it. Good luck and fun, says Giant, because he's a nice boy. And wait till I fuck you up, thinks Blisk, sending his probe over. Probably not only to scout, but also to rush the cannon. Arctos? I should have yours. Let me check after this game. I should have yours in here, probably. Cannon rush going down here from Cranky. If I have it, I will definitely cast it. Let me check right after. Pulling some probes, but Blisk knows what he's doing. He has walled off completely. One pylon is done, which means that cannons are sure to follow, and this base will not be going up anytime soon. The cannons walled in on both sides now. There's no getting to it. This cannon will finish no matter what. And the high ground is covered pretty nicely with creep though. There's one pylon being made to the left, and the Giant should immediately take a second guess now and probably drop a spine or two to kill the pylon way out of range. Cancels his hatchery, which is very nice, and even kills one probe with his drone here, making another hatchery up there. So good reaction here, I'd say, but there's 2 cannons in between his bases, which is never nice, because whatever he's gonna do is gonna have to go down this ramp, except if he's nidusing. This is on the old patch, by the way, so no crazy nidus opportunities here. Of course, Blisk saw the second base as well. It's gonna cannon rush, because that's what Protosses do when they cannon rush. They never stop cannon rushing. As well they shouldn't. Cancelling the building now, because Protosses sometimes do stop cannon rushing, apparently. I don't know why. Maybe he decided it's not worth it. Hasn't built a single unit though, our Protoss boy. So if you Zergs, if you can get some lings out, just run them over to the map, across the map to kill the Protoss, because usually they don't have anything there. If they're good, they have maybe a cannon in the wall but usually should be able to wreak havoc on them. I'm not sure I agree with this tactic here, wasting the spine crawler. Should probably focus on the pylon, because once the pylon's done, the high ground vision is gone. Oh well, there's a probe as well, but there we go. Probe gets deterred. The pylon will go down shortly. And should be able to take out the probe with like 2 more salvas of the 2 queens. There we go. Probe goes down. Thus goes to high ground vision, and Zerg is cleaning this up nicely. Building a cannon in the wall here, cancelling it immediately, building another one. Because placing is important. There's also only 1 pylon in the wall and no hole. So it's gonna be a Stargate follow, of course. Overlord spots this immediately. And has probed. This is that the are not working. Ah, Ballad, hi. So nice of you to join us. Nice game that you sent in. Thanks for that. And there was another pylon made. Ah, no, there was the pylon. Ah, okay, we're not at the 3rd. Sorry, guys, we're at the 2nd. Okay, it's all well. Looks like this is going to be... What is this? What is this? There's something weird going on here, look. It's a hairy thing inside the spore crawler. That's weird. Ugh. What? No, seriously, what is this? This looks super weird. Is this some sort of map? Ah, it's the grass from the map, okay. that looks wrong. Finally deciding to go across the map with his lings. Seeing the Phoenix move out. While the other Phoenix is already attacking his Overlord, so yeah, guess he was late on that. He's already building a spore in his main and has 2 spores at his 3rd. Whew. And it's gonna be safe from Phoenix harassment. He sees that there are only Phoenix coming out. The cannon is gonna deter him though. He should have gone for the Nidus option, I think. Because then the game would be over by now. Just take a second guess, go Lair, go Roach Warren, go Nidus, and go kill the pesky toss that dared to cannon rush you. Don't worry, Arctos. Just I will find it. Don't worry, I'll cast it. I just can't check right now because then we would go out of game, which would be bad. The gateway explosion is happening here in Blisk space because if at first you don't succeed in making an omelette du fromage, you throw it away and try again. And whilst an 8 or so gate is not technically a cheese, it's still super all-in. And we're gonna have a warp prism and zealot legs on the way as well. And 10 hydras are being made for Giant here. As well as Banelings, which are gonna do wonders versus... the Zealots. Phoenix here, picking off a unit or 2 where they can. And the War Prism is gonna be out now. Is he gonna go for it straight away? It sure looks like it. Nope. Decides to keep it here. Warps in some sentries. Oh, is he gonna force field the ramp? That is one of the evilest things you can do. Force field the ramps and kill all of the Zerg's tech. Haven't seen that in a while. And scouting ahead with the Phoenix for Overlords, because you don't want your Warp Prism spotted. Because if the Zerg moves his army on the ramp, it's gonna be harder for him. Oh yeah, he's gonna force field ramp, I guarantee it. There we go. See? If he had Ravagers, that wouldn't be an issue, but now he's fucked. This is so over. The only thing I could... Oh, he actually got some lings in, that's great, but... Killing all the... Force fields weren't on point here. But he's shaving off parts of the army for Zerg, so I'm not even sure Zerg wants to be up here with only like 3 Hydras. Because if he loses like half again, he's a Hydras. 4 more of his Hydras, he's gonna be fucked. Because then the Phoenix can just lift off everything he has. And yeah, if his force fields stay on point here, his tech is gonna be gone. It's gonna be back in the Stone Age, so to say. The only thing he's gonna be able to build are Banelings. And Banelings can't be built without having Lings as a prerequisite. He doesn't even have... yeah. Doesn't take out the Hydra then though, which I would have liked to seen taken out. But he did his damage for sure. I mean, wow, that hurt. Zerg's even down in workers. But now, of course, if Protoss can't kill him, he needs to expand. Because Zerg's already on the 4th base here, taking his ninja expansion. I'm surprised Cranky Blisk didn't do more damage, to be honest. I would have thought that he could have done more there, but guess not. Did he actually lose the War Prison? No, he didn't. Okay. That's a lot of Zealots. And there's still some Lings. Pool has been remade. Yes, okay. Ah, should be fine then. Make some Banes and throw them into the Zealots. Well, Ballad, you can send me the best one first and then just send the second best one after. If you just send me one a week, because I'm casting an episode every week, and I'm usually only casting 1 per player, so just send me your best quality replay, or the funniest or the memeiest. I like meme stuff, like if you manage to pull off some super crazy cheese or something, that's the stuff I want to see, or we all want to see, I guess. Templars are being made now. Storm should be finished, I guess. Still don't know how to check the upgrades. Jesus! Okay, Storm is done. G for Jesus upgrades. Zerg is in a super spot here, I think. Yeah, Zerg's gearing up for macro game. He's very low on workers. But Toss has Templars now, and Templars are super scary if you're Zerg, especially if you have Hydras and Lings, because those things die so fast. I like how he scouts ahead with his Phoenix. You should totally do that, because if the Zerg's unprepared for your attack, there's so much more you can do damage-wise. Zerg saw it anyway, though. But Phoenix are gonna be able to try. If you're fast, you can even pick up the... the sentries are exposed. Where are the Templars? The Templars are lagging behind. There's only 5 Hydras though. Banelings exploded. More Banelings are coming in, finding the Zealots here. And... yeah, I guess when you see Storm, you just don't want to play anymore. I know that feeling, buddy. I know that feeling, buddy. So, let's have a look where Arctos' replay is. Thank you, Arctos. Thank you for the follow. That, I believe, puts me to 42. Which means I need like 8 more follows to have a shot at... I need to authenticate. To have a shot at the Twitch affiliate, which is going to be great. Let me just quickly authenticate here, because Blizzard can't manage to let me cast replays on the current patch if they're from the last patch. Damn it. It's only gonna take half an hour to log back in, as usual. We have authentication. Yeah, I don't have your replay. Let me check. I must have saved it somewhere else, but I'm definitely going to cast that one because I've actually looked forward to cast that one. Thank you for the follow. One more down. We're gonna save that one for last. First, we have manipulation. Guess who's back? Manipulation is back. Bella, thank you for the follow. And thank you, Blizzard, for telling me for the 4th time today that my hotkey profile may have conflicts. In the bottom left, it's M2A5's Green Cron, the Blue Terran. Facing up, it's him. It's the Red Protoss, hater of 6 and 12 pools and Zergs and Lings in general. It's the one and only. It's all inspirations manipulation. From NA. I've missed Manny, to be honest. I've seen some great games. I can remember a game versus Riser where I think Manny was playing a barcode and he met Riser on ladder and he had an Oracle that had like 52 kills or something. It was absolutely crazy. If you can find that game somewhere, go watch it. It's one of the most fucked up games I've ever seen, to be honest. Anyway, we have a NG Bay block here. I love it when people do this to DOS, because DOS do it to me as a Zerg all the time and it pisses me off so much. We also have a gas steal. And yeah, well, Green Cron here trying his best to tilt the fuck out of manipulation. Who doesn't love that? I mean, you gotta love it, right? Gotta love it. And proxy pylon has been made as well from Manny. Followed up by a gateway. So going the classical route, not proxying any fancy stuff, just proxying the basics. And one of these super chunky zealots here will actually get the kill on the extractor. A bit sloppy here from Green Cron. On this level of play, you should be really able to cancel your buildings. Is he actually gonna miss the fuck? No! So close! So close! No! Oh my god, that was so close! He almost missed the fucking proxy, man! That was like one... Oh, that's so crazy. You're gonna build the bunker immediately and the proxy's gonna fail. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh, that was so close. You see that? Like on the very edge of vision there. Wow, man, he's actually not giving up in the proxy, is he? Oh, he's gonna have to. No? Pylon's gonna go down. No, not the pylon goes up. And the Zealot's gonna make short work of the Marines. Oh, actually, man, he's got this. He's got 2 Stalkers here. Marines aren't... God, okay, where did the Stalkers come from then? From home? Yeah, probably. It's actually gonna put the Terran in a very bad position because you can't get a bunker up. Only one SCV can build at a time, and Stalkers are very good versus SCVs if you didn't notice. I mean, they're gonna kill every single last one of them. Yeah, those SCVs are having a bad day. When your commander tells you to go out in a vac suit made for mining, to repair a depot under fire. That's not the day you want to have as an SCV. That tech depot is not gonna get saved. Boom goes the depot. Second tank on the way though, so Green Cron is fine for now, I guess. Although, it's gonna get the tank, okay. Second tank's gonna be here in a sec though, and the bunker is up, so it's gonna be a tough day for Manny here with his 3 suckers. But I mean, he's up like double the worker count of Green Cron here, so he did his job. You know, the stalkers, they did what they had to do. Manny's way ahead now. He could just like make a bunch of gateways and units and kill the Terran. Cloak is being researched though. Where's he? Oh, yeah, of course here. The starport in the... Well, Terran was greedy. That's why he walled off so early. I don't think he cancelled the CC. I don't think he got around to build the CC even. Terran is supply block, but he has cloak banshees and... I mean... Let's see if Manny goes the safe route and gets an ops out first. Or if he's greedy and builds an immortal right away. Nope. Building an ops here. Very wise from manipulation. Of course... It's what I do when I play versus every other race as well. You have to get... Once you did damage to them, you have to be prepared. Especially versus Protoss. There will be Dark Templars coming your way, or Cloak Banshees or something. Stuff that will really ruin your day. Well, I don't know Arctos. I have no idea what Terran does, so can't really... Maybe he was just super greedy, I don't know. I mean... Adapto. It's like, yeah, I don't think I'm welcome here. Maybe I'll just go home. Meanwhile, the Banshee is moving across the map relentlessly. The second observer is gonna be able to spot. Move your observer, Manny. I think he only has one observer out, right? So it's gonna be chasing the Banshee forever, I guess. Unless the Terran is sloppy with his Banshee and gets killed. Nope. Shield battery is helping a lot, though. A second Banshee going out here to kill the proxy, I suppose. Or just flying over the proxy, flaunting... Nope. Okay, killing proxy. Also, Terran taking his expansion. Ah, look! Arkan. Arkan 9. We have progressed from the point where Terran builds his building across the map. And advanced to the point where Terran builds his expansions across the map, okay? It's a cycle, you know? First they went and built their Rex across the map, then now they start to build their CCs across the map. Of course, manipulation has an observer here with a ridiculous range that is transferred. You can see almost everything here. Banshee running in with the Stalker up there. Phoenix patrolling here to kill the Banshee before it gets in, although he can't see it. Taking his third is the Protoss. Finally, cleaning up the proxy here is Green Cron. And manipulation, not very strong on the upgrades, is he? He does get Zealot's legs now, okay. Guess Zealots are back in style. Of course, Stalker's much better if they have a meat shield in front. Still doesn't know about this sassy base here. But when you're up 50% of the workers, it doesn't really matter if your expansion, if your opponent has a hidden base, because you're still good. You're still way ahead. You can tech up. You can get carriers or tempests out or whatever. Or you can just go across the map with a warp prism and kill everything your opponent has. That works. So there's only like 2 tanks defending, which is a lot. 3 tanks. Okay, well, that's gonna be tough to break with a bunker and everything. Yeah, Manny's usually a pleasure to watch. Not such a pleasure to play because he always fucks you up if you're not really good, but pleasure to watch. Dark Templars! Yes. What is this? What is this upgrade? Is this a Widow Mine upgrade or something?
Base is under attack.
Ah! DTs. You should just go for the missile turret. If the missile turret goes down, Terran's fucked! Except he can scan, of course. Gets cleaned up there. Still 1 DT waiting here. This SCV is not gonna make it long. Tries to run away. No chance there. Making more DTs is manipulation. Because sooner or later, you know, the Terran's gonna run out of scans. But there's at least, yeah, probably 1 more scan left. Ah, loses a warp prism there, so this harassment has ended so far. Ah, and the missile turret has been remade, so this push does nothing. Yeah, if there were a blink, I'm not even sure many knows that there's a blink upgrade for DTs. To be honest, I'm not sure how much he has played. Although, looking at how solid he still is, he must have played some, so I guess he knows. Or at least he followed. But I haven't seen... To think of it, I actually haven't seen a replay where that upgrade has been used yet. It's also... I don't understand why they need DTs with blink, because DTs in itself are already a pain in the ass enough in their own right. So why give them blink? Archon being made. Is this... Protoss actually have dark Archon skin now for their Archons? That's awesome. Wait. Do Archons have the color of your color? No. No, they don't. Or do they? I'm confused. Oh well. Anyway. Quite a nice push here going across the map. There's Immortals to deal with tanks. But it's going to be a hard position to push in because there's 3 siege tanks. And all he can do is basically move in with the Phoenix, sacrifice his Phoenix, lift the siege tanks, I believe. Not sure though if he wants to do that. Yeah, he does. God, I'm good. And will he be able to break this? The bunker goes down, siege tank goes down. There's still 1 more siege tank to kill, and I guess this should be it for the Terran here. Another siege tank gets made on the high ground and set up, but yeah, this base is toast. Luckily for the Terran, he has another base down in the bottom right. And the Stalkers can kill siege tanks even if they're being repaired. Ah, no, then Immortal. Well, that's fair. I mean, Immortal's a super strong unit. Zealots killing SCVs. What a sight to behold. But the tank's gonna take care of that and also kill probably another SCV in the... Yeah, okay, tank dies. Everything dies. 71 workers for manipulation versus 33. Most of them at a hidden base. Of course, Banshees will clean up the push here. And yeah, I mean, manipulation finding the base here. Zealots runs by because really didn't expect Manny. Well, he saw it. He's gonna kill it eventually. For now, he was just scouting. Something I do as well. Once, oh, there's 5 Banshees coming over. Something I do as well once I feel like ahead. I go scout every base because you don't want to lose a game that you should be ahead by your opponent having a ninja base. Yeah, I'm not sure he should engage this with his Banshees. I mean, there's an Observer close. Gets the Colossus, though. Was there an Observer? Guess there wasn't. Bit of a blunder there by Manny. But still, he killed the Colossus, and those Zealots are gonna make short work of this base here. Putting the Terran back down to 2 bases, which Terran has gone over to build nothing but Banshees now, it seems. Banshees and Vikings. So, Air Mech, is it? Well, I mean, Zealots can't shoot up. Has been established, at least, not even in the campaign. They can shoot up. Yeah, I think it's more because Terran was like on so much air already, so it was the obvious choice to go. But of course, Manny has Phoenixes now, so guess what? Banshees are pretty useless. If the Phoenixes are close, that is. Warping in some Stalkers here to defend. Where is the the cannon observed for them? Okay, well, I guess that's fair. Banshees are super low here on HP. Armies are gonna cross each other by. And I mean, Manny has some static D, but it's not gonna do squat versus this many Banshees. But Manny's also very close to the enemy's base here. Yeah, and Terran can see this. Still gonna go in there, take out the cannon, and has now free reign here on this mineral line. Warp in of Stalkers is gonna maybe take out some of these Banshees that are already very hurt, but there's still way more than he needs. But on the other side of the map, manipulation is taking out the Terran 3rd base, 4th base. I know it was technically the 4th base. So I mean, yeah, I guess technically Green Crown could clean up the whole base here, but it's gonna take forever. And Manny can just recall, which I believe he did. Maybe to the wrong base, but still he recalled. And he's gonna clean this up eventually. And Terran is still super behind on econ, so this is really all that he has. Losing 2 more Colossus here is manipulation, because why not? Who needs Colossus if you have more units than your opponent, more workers than your opponent, more money than your opponent? And Archons, which are super good versus clunky Terran Air. Clumpy Terran Air. One Archon shot will probably take out these 2 Banshees immediately. And yeah, Terran in a tough spot here. I mean, he has another base up, but floating up another base over here. Still has SCVs, like 26, making lots of SCVs, but I doubt he's gonna find a lot of damages. 1 cannon, 2 cannons even. These 2 Banshees are not gonna be able to take it out in time before they die. Actually, okay. Banshee's way too strong. 2 Banshees can kill a cannon. It's a bit overpowered, isn't it? Bleeding units here and there is Green Chrome, and he can't really afford more units. As soon as Manny's gonna warp in here, these Banshees gonna die. These Banshees are almost dead already. Only a couple shots away from dying here, but no detection was found in manipulation spaces. And Banshees are super annoying to chase around the map, even without the speed upgrade. But Phoenixes are out now, at least one, which is gonna take care of these Banshees here. Boom. 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 One might get away, but the others have been finally cleaned up. And now Manny's free to go across the map and really kill the Terran. There's nothing much to stop him now. I mean, technically Terran could land his Vikings and kill some probes, but now that there's cannons up again, it's not gonna happen. Yeah, man. Never surrender. Never say die. Yeah, Planetary Fortress not quite finished here. And yeah, I mean, gotta give it to the Terran, like Arctos said. He has heart, but manipulation has the bigger balls here, and as we all know, you need eggs to make an omelette. And it's exactly what our dear manipulation did. Make a nice omelette here for us. And we're off to the final game of today, which is another Terran game I'm actually looking forward to, because I haven't seen this strat in a while. Yeah, I do. I do have a fist. I do have a face. Let me just give me a sec here. I'm totally okay. I wonder why. It's so annoying. Just give me a sec. Once these pop, it's gonna be interesting. Also, speed's gonna finish up now, so there's a major advantage. Speed not even started. Here's my YouTube channel. There we go. All right. It's really annoying that these replays are in the old replay format. Anyway, in the bottom left, we have all inspirations, very own Arctos, Blue Terran, with the Starcraft's Marine eating cookies. And in the top right, the red toss. It's Idunkani. Idunkani. Arctos, not taking any gas, because he has a special build planned here for today. Well, you are welcome, Ballad. My pleasure. See, who needs gas when you can make men with gun without gas? Why ever get gas, man? Second track's going down. And the wall-in is complete, so there's no going in for toss. Of course, this is mildly suspicious. Also, what the fuck is this spray here? Is this like General Grievous or something from StarCraft, Star Wars? I'm not sure. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why aren't you going back inside? Finish the building. There we go. And move in, yeah. And now he's safe, unless he moves on the other side again. Meanwhile, Protoss is expanding off one gateway, because why not? You know you're not getting cheese if the Terran walls off early, right? I mean, why would the Terran wall off early unless to hide the fact that he's building nothing but racks in his base? We have the Mega Racks coming up, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who don't know, Mega Racks, it's 6 racks, usually built all together, so it looks like one huge racks. And then you build nothing but unupgraded Marines and go kill your opponent with the full force of the Mega Racks. This used to be very popular back in Wings of Liberty. I haven't seen it in ages. Probably was played in some fashion throughout the ages. But yeah, Protoss still no idea what's going on, you know. I mean, Arctos even moving one single Marine out to chase away the probe that will scout his massive Marines. And yeah, I mean, Protoss here, you know, just building his, yeah, the mind games. Protoss here just building his robotics facility. Get some Immortals out, because, you know, Immortals a good unit. Just not versus Marines, but, you know, why not? And there we go. A bunch of Mariners, men with gun, walking across the map, looking for some easy kills, you know, just patrolling. In patrol formation. And yeah, technically, if microed correctly, the Stalkers could kill all of these Marines. But of course, if you just don't micro your Stalker, Your Stalker's just gonna fucking die. There we go. Boom. And he knows, like, this is lots of Marines. Like, it's 3:45. This is a bit early for this many Marines, so Protoss might realize here he's fucked. Getting up a shield battery on the high ground. Once this pylon dies, Terran should really just move on to the high ground and kill everything that is up there, and it's exactly what he's gonna do, stutter stepping his merry way up the ramp. Once that Tosis pylon there dies, this game is so over. He's gonna go for the Immortal first. A Duncanee here, microing his Immortal like a god. Or like he should have microed his Stalker earlier. Also wasting all of his probes. And somehow still only 5 probes down. Guess what? Yeah, there's a blue beeline across the map. More Mariners are coming in. All of the production has now been depowered and a Duncanee was defeated. Arctos is victorious. And this thus concludes episode 13. Please, guys, if you haven't already, I know most of you have, subscribe, follow my channel so I can get the affiliate, and also please send in your replays to replay@fizben.com or on Discord if you have me. I need replays so I can keep doing this fancy stuff here. Thank you all for sending in the replays for this week's episode. GG's and good night.